Right guys, it's cold, it's miserable and it's rainy, so what better time to work on the Mondeo. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so first start didn't go as I was hoping. As in real life they never do, but on this channel we show you the real stuff, we show you what goes on. Otherwise I'd hide things like my welding and stuff. But yeah, basically we figured out what it was. I'll insert a couple of clips here. Right guys, so you join me in the car. It is pitch black at night. I've had to wait for my mate Sam to get on. He is currently on the laptop getting in there. I've been trying on this thing, and I actually got it to run for about 10 seconds really badly. So what that proves to me is that everything is actually right and it's just fueling. So he's messing about now. He's setting injector stuff, and I've got the flow data and stuff here for him. As you can see, it's on and it's going. So I am hoping that this thing is going to work. Let's just give him some time, and I'll probably get you in a very dark, very non-visible video, but hopefully we'll have this thing running. Okay, so let's give it a start then. So this is foot off the accelerator. And then I'll put my foot flat. See how it's misfiring like that? Misfiring fucked. Yeah, that's with the clutch. But it's idling. This is really weird now. Yeah, so turned out to be the coils. Had a real weird one. 3 coils went faulty for some reason. I imagine it's because they've been sitting for so long and it went really rainy, and then it got a foot of snow on top of the car. Yeah, that's all I can imagine. But they did do 90,000 miles, because I've never changed them personally, and that's what the car's on. So neither here or there. So I've got a new set, got a new set of spark plugs, got a bunch of stuff they need to go on. But before we do that, I did actually manage to get it running long enough to heat up and build some pressure in the cooling system and stuff. And unfortunately, a couple of little leaks. So one of them was on the heater matrix pipes. I used a straight joiner, which was like, it looked like 3D printed plastic when I got it. Figured it would work. It looked like maybe the clamp wasn't tight enough. Tried to tighten the clamp a little bit. It gave a little bit of a tweak on the straight, and it just snapped. So chucked that away. I'm actually waiting for a metal joiner, which should hopefully come tomorrow. But unfortunately, until then, we can't really start it again. So what I can do is whip the spark plugs out, whip the coils out, throw them in the bin, and then put the new stuff in. Also got a full new load of oil, another 10 litres, because with it running, it actually ran on 2 cylinders, but obviously all the other cylinders were just pumping in fuel, so the oil absolutely stinks of fuel with these 1000cc injectors. They weren't quite scaled right originally. Sam has since we've now got it running sort of okay. He scaled it all back, so now it's good, but yeah, it absolutely stinks. I've never had such stinky oil of fuel. It's crazy. So basically, order of play is going to be water, stuff, get that little joiner, get that in, get all the coils in, get the spark plugs in, start it for first start that you guys are going to see properly, let it warm up, and cross my fingers and hope that the coolant leak's gone away. Obviously this is all part of it. You got to check for leaks, you got to check for little issues, and this is the perfect time, because once I put all the heat shielding and everything on, I'm not going to be able to see anything really. It's all going to be kind of hidden. So yeah, let's just pull you in, and basically I've pulled the exhaust off because I was getting down to the pipes, tightening all the Jubilee clamps I could get to. Down the back is the heater matrix pipe, but obviously you can't see that. Yeah, got the turbo blanket on, but yeah, that's about all where we are at the moment. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that little joiner comes pretty soon, and then we can just crack on, get this thing going. Alright guys, so there you just had a quick time lapse. I got the plugs in and I got the new coils in. Yeah, next thing, let me actually show you one I've got here. So here is one of the, you can see that in the packet there, basically just alloy elbow reducers, 19 to 16 mil. These aren't the ones that were the problem. So currently it's got some plastic ones. These ones weren't the problem, it was the straight ones that were the issue that broke. But I'm just going to replace all of the water fittings for alloy ones. My theory is I can crank down harder on them with the hose clamps too, so less chance of leaking. Who knows? So next bit is to get under the car, fit all these little water bits. So probably not going to have you guys seeing that. It's going to be boring and fiddly and everything. But yeah, let's roll on with it. Alright guys, so it's another rainy day. So typically I'm back out here working, but needs must, got to get this thing going. So I've gotten a part that I've been waiting for, which is, well, actually this one, but these guys came a couple of days ago. So these are going to go from the heater matrix pipe to the water neck, and these are just joiners for a also a heater matrix, but that one goes to the head. So basically what had happened is the plastic one of these snapped in half. Now I don't know if it was cracked already just from cranking down it too hard, but that's where part of a leak was coming from. And when I tried to just move the hose, it cracked in half. So the plastic ones of these that I've got are fine for now, but I've just decided, bugger it, I'm going to go metal. So yeah, I've got to crawl underneath the car, take that off. Fortunately with the leak, it's leaked out all the top end of the water of the coolant, so I shouldn't get wet, fingers crossed. But let me whip that in quick, and then hopefully onto some more exciting stuff, like putting that turbo back on, making sure everything's fine there, double checking everything that side, then get some coolant in, and then maybe even start it. Might be tomorrow though, I don't know if this weather's going to hold up or what. It's a bit miserable, so let's see. Right guys, nice and windy out here, so hopefully you can hear me. But that's the 3 done. So as you can see, just little plastic ones. There's the one that actually broke. As you can see, it just showed right where the sort of lip is. So I mean, it feels like it's been 3D printed, this thing, to be honest, so I'm not surprised it broke. Now turbo back on, oil drain back in, check all the fittings and everything is still tight from where I've moved it, fill up with some coolant, get it started. So let's try crack on getting that in, and if I manage to get it all magically back together today before the rain really starts, I think we'll have a start today, or it might be tomorrow. So let's check. Right, skies have decided to open. It is pouring down, as you can see there. So we've scheduled rain for the next 7 days or something silly like that. Yeah, I'm basically at the point where all I need to do is make sure everything's tightened, start it up, put in some more coolant, let the oil warm up, drop the oil and do an oil change. But this weather is not good. I am going to brave it as soon as we've got some sort of break. Yeah, fun and joy of living in the UK. Right guys, so break in the weather, as you can see, amazing. We got some blue sky. So whipped everything together, I got everything on. Obviously catch can temporarily, the filter, kicked as much as I can, tightened all the V-bands because they weren't actually really tight last time. So I've tightened them all down pretty much to where they should be. Yeah, the only thing left now is to jump in and give it a start, I guess. So I'm going to stick you up over there so you can have a good old look at this. But yeah, fingers crossed this thing starts up, and well, I know it's going to start up because it started up before with the other coils, and now it's got new coils and plugs. So yeah, let's get it done. Right. Typically, try to start the thing, battery's dead. Get the missus car on here, try to jump it. Because it's a diesel and it's just idling away, it doesn't produce enough power to get it on. So what I've done, put the charger on this thing. I've probably got about another hour of light. So I'm going to try to let it charge. If it gets too dark, we'll come at you tomorrow morning. But it's ready to go now. We've got the coolant sits in there, ready to turn it over. Just got to wait for it to get some life in it now. So hopefully hurry the hell up, but let's see. Okay guys, so I'm out here in the middle of the dark, as you can see. Been messing about and I figured out what it was. Now it was actually, something was acting really weird. Battery was all charged and it just wasn't swinging over. So went back through what I did, and I pulled one when I used to have sort of in the grill lights. I had a wire running and it was grounded, and I pulled that ground while I was like unscrewed it and pulled it out, and I think it was that. So you can't really see it now, it's that one there. These are all pretty rough, so I brought them out, pulled them back in, but it was that one there. Had to pull it out, had to get the wire brush on it, and now it is swinging over. But obviously it's too dark now to mess about with this. I want to start it once, let the engine warm up, let the oil all circulate, and then dump that oil. So tomorrow this thing is getting done. Right guys, so it's the next day. We've got a break in the storm. We've got a storm Ewan or whatever it is coming over. But basically got the ground cleared up that I was having a bit of weirdness with, that I noticed straight away last night. So that's done. Fingers crossed it's still working from last night. And yeah, we're basically ready to go. I've left it on charge overnight, so that'll give it the best shot of that. So fingers crossed we'll have a first proper start now. Now it is going to run rough because this thing is cold as all hell. Obviously with the different injectors it needs different cold fuel trimmings and all that kind of stuff done, which is not done yet by Sam. When Sam jumped onto the laptop the last time, the coal was actually already warm, so he couldn't do any of that. So I expect it to be a bit rough, but clear up once it's warmer. So here we go. lots of steam coming off of stuff. With the bonnet being open a little bit and with those covers being here, it's actually dropped some water down there and onto all this stuff. So we're going to have some steam. We're going to have a bit of stuff messing about here. As I say, it's not going to idle perfectly. It actually sounds a lot quieter than it did the last time. So this is definitely running better. Let's go around the back. You can still hear it's on the cold idle. That's what's blah, 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 like that. Nice. Well, I'm stoked for a first, second, third, fourth, fifth start for a all put back together start. It's looking good. So now kind of just look for leaks and make sure everything's not dripping out from underneath the car. Fingers crossed. Alrighty ho guys, hopefully you can hear me over this noise. So basically I've been burping and pulling and squeezing all the coolant parts. Got the heater on inside, got that running through, got some hot air inside, and it's burped about 10 times and I expect it to burp again, to be honest. It's idling, it sounds like it did before, except for the back is bloody noisy now, because obviously I don't have I've got a bigger exhaust, I got you know, the whole different change. But things are looking good. I've got no drips underneath, nothing dripping down there. Got one or two little drips of rainwater that I got under there, but that's it. So we are looking really good, really good. Let's carry on letting it warm up, and then I'm going to drop all the oil and then do an oil change. Fun times. Right guys, so there you have it. Started running, got it warmed up, currently dumping the oil, got all the coolant bubbles out and air out, so I'm getting hot air inside. Things are looking good. I will admit I do have a slight drip coming out from the radiator pump that goes to the water neck. I think it's because I used a bit of a rubbish Jubilee clamp. So what I need to do is take that Jubilee clamp off when everything's cooled down, slide the pump up a little bit more and put a better Jubilee clamp on, but I think then we're going to be golden. I'm not too worried about it. It's literally a drip every couple of seconds, so I'm not really too worried about it. It's not going to hold us back, put it that way, and I think it's going to be a quick fix. So things are looking good. I am extremely happy. Sounds good, sounds rough, sounds like it's going to attack something, so I like it. I think it sounds good. Yeah, what more can I say? Next video we're going to be sort of fiddling with all the little fine bits. Hopefully I'll get the fabricator next week to do that last clamp and put a bead on the other boost pipe, so then we can actually get the boost pipe side of it done. I'm going to start with the heat shielding and getting all the protection done. Although honestly this heat wrap from Funk is freaking awesome. While the car was running you could pretty much touch it, like just touch, obviously you're not going to grab it, but it's really good stuff. Yeah, not going to waffle on anymore. Once again, thanks for joining me, thanks for sticking with me through this all my stupidity, all the little things that I do, but we're getting somewhere with this. Yeah, join me in the next one for more exciting stuff. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next one.